Well, it is a very lonely road, a lonely stretch of highway between Eager, Arizona, and our next stop that was going to be in New Mexico. But thanks to Atlas Obscura, we found a couple of places to stop along the highway. And so we stopped at Pie Town, which is at the Continental Divide, actually, the highest point along Highway 60. Something like 7,800 feet is the elevation there. Not that important, I guess. However, the pie was pretty important. We stopped at Pie Town Pioneer Pie Shop. There's two pie shops there. And for as lonely as that little village looks like when you start driving through it, there was like 12 people working inside the pie shop. They're all in there. It's busier than Apple Hill. It's very busy inside there. And plus those tourists. I mean, I didn't see very many people along the highway, but I swear to you, they did stop at Pie Town. And we did buy 4 pieces of pie, different pieces of pie, and they were all great. So you've got some pictures and a couple of little videos about Pie Town. And then the next stop, thank you, Atlas Obscura, was the VLA. VLA stands for the Very Large Array. And my first stop was right along the highway at a viewpoint. Took a picture of it, little video, and didn't think that there was a visitor center because I couldn't figure out how you get to it. But a couple of miles down the road, there's a big old sign, and it says, Visitor Center, come on down. And so we did, and we were, were we 4 couples that were there at the whole place, plus all the workers. And the place did have quite a few people working there. But it was a very interesting little tour and a lesson, stuff that I didn't know very much about, and I'm glad that we did it. So enjoy. Oh, I'll say it before the end. Subscribe. There's a button someplace that you need to subscribe, and then like my video. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Well, here I am. I've stopped along the highway at the VLA, the Very Large Array. These are the listening antennas that the government or scientists or whomsoever put out here to listen into outer space. It's part of the search for extraterrestrial life. SETI, I think, is what the acronym is. Anyway, So here we are. We're right there. And I was trying to see if there's a tour or something, but not. Too bad.
What are you doing, Scott?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm seeing what the difference is when this thing's looking at the sun. It's a solar radio telescope, and it changes the voltage when it sees the sun, and when it's not looking at the sun, the voltmeter goes up and down.
Oh.
So I just learned something I didn't know. I thought that they were all like stationary here in this little three-pointed star. But no, they actually are on railroad tracks, or they move them on railroad tracks to these concrete footings. But each of the railroad spurs goes 13 miles that way, 13 miles that way, and 13 miles that way. And so they can have them here in this configuration, or if they want to listen someplace else in the universe, they move them to different foundations that are way down the tracks. And so the same 27 antennas can be moved, way the heck down that way. And that's a pretty interesting thing. So it makes the very large array very large, and it becomes much bigger. So I didn't ever know that. Very cool.